If you just got to know about my work, such as this stunning pink tulip painting, you should know that I didn't start out as a botanical and still life artist. I started out as a portrait artist, and I never thought that someday I would switch genres. I wanted to please God, so I had to quit painting portraits because I learned that my religion didn't allow portrait paintings. It wasn't easy for me to leave my portrait business. I had honed my portrait skills since I was very young. When I came to the United States, I had my portrait works featured in an international book. As portrait painting was not taught in school, I had to learn how to draw portraits on my own. I was drawn to realism and learned how to observe the intricate details on my subjects and draw them. With this early training in painting portraits, I can draw and paint any subject very well. When I'm working on my artwork, I usually put music or Islamic lectures on in the background. One day, while working on a painting, this particular lecture I listened to talked about the prohibition on painting and sculpting anything that has a soul, such as humans and animals. I stopped what I was doing, put my colored pencil down, and listened attentively to that piece of advice. This was the second time I had listened to this hadith. I asked myself, what should I do? Should I just quit my portrait business? I don't want to get punished in the hereafter just because I wanted to do what I had set out to do in life. Sure, the money is good, but is it worth it to sacrifice my hereafter? After some thought, I decided to stop doing portraits. I was surprised by my own decision to leave portraiture. And prior to this, I was preparing myself to have some changes in life to follow Islam wholeheartedly. I was already toying with the idea of wearing a hijab, starting praying 5 times a day, and taught myself how to read the Quran in Arabic. I felt that everything that I did at the time was leading me towards leaving the portrait business. I couldn't wait for my husband to come home so I could break the sad news that I would no longer be doing portraits. He was quite sad when he learned the news. He thought I would stop painting for good. Even my in-laws felt sad about my decision to leave the portrait business. It was not an easy decision to make. I even asked myself what I was going to call myself now that I'm no longer a portrait artist. Even though I was sad, I had to do it. Pleasing God is my #1 priority. I took it as God had given me guidance in my life, so I had to leave the thing that I love the most, which was drawing portraits. With that decision, I quit portrait painting cold turkey. I suddenly realized how beautiful our world is. I had missed a lot while I was focusing on my portrait painting business. For the first time, I really enjoyed painting subjects other than people's portraits. I believe it was a blessing in disguise that I was guided to leave the portrait business due to religious reasons. Now that I focus on painting botanicals and still life, I appreciate nature even more. Whenever I go out and I observe my surroundings, I focus on the beautiful flowers, the unique shapes of leaves and tree branches, and especially colorful trees during the change of seasons, and so on. I feel the gratitude in everything I see, and that contributes to my own inner peace. Just look at this gorgeous pink tulip. I've always admired the beauty of tulips, and I feel blessed to be able to paint one. This painting is ideal for tulip enthusiasts and nature lovers alike. I hope that my flower painting helps you appreciate our world and bring peace and harmony into your life.